this is a secret weapon. This man, as a visionary, creative genius.
Thank you, sir.
Because that's what you are, man. Who true passion for the arts, so passionate that, like a lot of people in the business, when you empty yourself of everything that you are creatively, you may not necessarily be the richest person in the room, even though everybody has gotten rich with you and off of you and what you have done creatively. You are so passionate about the arts. I just believe it's your turn. I believe it's your turn, and I believe that everything about where you are financially is about to get impacted. Everything about what you're about to do creatively, as much as you've dumped and emptied yourself, you got so much more coming. And like always, you're going to selflessly continue to give it all away. And I want the world to show up for you now. I want the world to show up for something that you specifically are doing and passionate about now. I want everybody to know he has gave it all away, and it's time for us to give and show up for Frank Gatson. Now, if you happen to be a celebrity, a star, an entertainer, a business executive that has worked with Frank Gatson in any capacity, if you're watching this right now and you're just going to say, oh, good for you, and not make a donation, I don't respect that at all. So the $ Frank Gatson gives him money right now on his Cash App to donate to his facility and his art facility that he's doing and building. And also, I support the mission.org. Okay? So Frank, before you go, I know you hate doing this or don't like doing it. Give us a full rundown of all of the artists that you've worked with. Just right quick, before we close it out, if you don't mind.
You know,
if you can remember.
So many people come up, Mariah Carey, Maxwell, Usher, Tyrese, Luke James. You know, very special shout out to Brandy for being a partner on this whole thing that we're doing right now. That was one of my first gigs I did, you know, in Vogue. You know, the list goes on. John Cicada, Salt and Pepper, you know, so many. I just keep Beyonce, Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland, Michelle Williams, SWV. Oh, Mary J. Blige. I'm going down. You know, John Legend. I wish I had my resume in front of me, but Tyrese, can I be a little conceited right now? Google Frank Gatson.
You can.
Okay, and you'll see all. Oh, I was working with Money Long recently. I have, you know, she's a beautiful young lady. It's so many, like Alexander Burke in London, Jade and Ewan in London. It's so many people. I'm missing so much. You know.
It's all right. Why you don't have a full list in your brain? Because that's a part of who you are, man. You don't sit around and fester in your own glory. You do it, and you do it from the heart, and you move forward.
Janet Jackson.
And
you know, they get that mixed up. I did So You Think You Can Dance. I choreographed a movie called Leave It on the Floor. Oh, Hercules. That's when I got my house. Okay, but I choreographed the cartoons in Hercules. You know. Oh, I got paid really well on that. If you ever see Hercules the cartoon, I choreographed the muses, okay? And that was an incredible job. Do you remember that, Tyrese? Because that's right when I moved in the house, and then you bought me those expensive ass tires for my Mercedes and tore my Mercedes out. So, you know, Tyrese wanted his manager to have some nice 20-inch rims, y'all. You know, and he surprised me, him and my sister. I'll never forget that. But now all I want is a Prius, okay? I want a car that's gas mileage. Right?
Hey, listen, y'all. Again, it's cool that y'all were on my live. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you're in no position to donate, cool. You definitely got $1, though. You definitely got 5. You definitely got 100. The first 10 people to donate $250 and send it to the Cash App, $ Frank Gatson, or I support the mission.org. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna impact the arts community in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
What is the name of the building, Frank?
At YWCASEW. And what that stands for is the YWCA Southeast Wisconsin. So you'll see the building. So that's the actual building. It's the building on King Drive, YWCSEW. That's the Instagram handle, at YWCASEW. The SEW is it stands for Southeast Wisconsin. YWCASEW. That tells you everything too. You know, and shout out to all people here in Milwaukee helping me with the gala. You know, Q, Venetia, Tracy, you know, Janita, Margaret. It's like we got a small team, but they're doing their thing. You know, thank God Cheryl Cobb and them are coming here to help. You know, she's helping me. Dante, my production manager. Chauncey's going to be the in-ear guy. You remember Chauncey, I think, Ty. You know, we got everybody coming to give. And Major, you know, when I told him what I needed him to do, he said, I'm there. Shout out to Major for that, you know.
Yeah. Major coming today.
Yeah,
he's in Atlanta right now.
I just, you know, I know Major, but I don't know Major. But just to know I could call him and he says, I'm in. That just blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Major, for that. You know, and Brandy told me to call him because I was scared. I was scared. I don't know him like that. She says, call him, you know, and so I'm just so grateful for stuff like that, man. You just don't know.
Well, and Frank, it's time for you to reciprocate all that you have done and impacted on our lives. I will never, ever forget what you've done for me and and I love you. And I just want you to get your flowers, man. I mean, again, this man never asks for anything, ever. He never asks for anything. Something is very uncomfortable about him being on this IG Live because he's just such a private person that just impacts everyone's lives and careers, and he just goes about his business. And I believe that when you put amazing things into the universe, it has to reciprocate. So again, $ Frank Gatson, or go to isupportthemission.org, and we're going to support what he's doing and building. It's 70,000 square feet. We need Biden, Kamala Harris, any government programs allow for you to make a huge donation. And all of these charitable organizations out there, you can make a donation from your charity to somebody else's charity, and it all still remains tax exempt. It's a charitable donation. Frank, I love you. I just wanted to jump on here. It took us about a week to pull this together, but we got it done.
Michelle Obama's brother, his family lives here. You know, I want to reach out to his young kids, you know, to be part of the program too. So anybody know him, put us in touch, please. You know.
All right. Make the donation, please. It would put a smile on my face. I'm donating $15,000. $ Frank Gatson. You see it pinned at the bottom. isupportthemission.org. Let's think about everything through the lens of our young people.
Thank you, Todd.
They are lost. They have no sense of direction, no sense of guidance, no sense of, like, what am I here to do? What, you know, not everybody is going to be a star, but everybody has capabilities of being a star and being impactful. All I need y'all to do is, I would be so happy to know that y'all made a donation. I jumped out there with 15,000. I'm likely going to do more than that. I got to just figure it out quickly. But Frank, I love you, and I'm glad you jumped on this live, man.
Somebody just asked a question. Just tell everybody, the organization is isupportthemission.org. Tells you everything you need to know. You know, everything. We spent a lot of time making that website. And, you know, and shout out to Cheryl Cobb when she saw the first website, she said, this ain't right. You know, and I love her for that, you know, for just having my back and be honest enough to say, Frank, you need something that people can click on and go everywhere they need to go quickly. And I love her for telling me that, you know. But you know how you get defensive when people do stuff like that, Ty? Yeah, you know, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, $250 donation. Frank is going to tell me who sent the $250, and I'm going to follow you on Instagram. $ Frank Gatson. Once again, isupportthemission.org so that you can see full transparency, what the mission is, what money is being raised, how much has been raised. It's there. Frank, I'm gonna let you go,
Thank you.
man. I love you. I'm proud of you. And this is the season for good people to
Thank you.
win. And you're gonna this time with you being fully pregnant with the vision that God dropped on you. And now you're about to do
Tyrese,
something
it's
very
so weird
special
to use
to
that
impact
analogy.
people.
There's a pastor that we're honoring at the gala named Kenneth Locke. He has a church here called Evolve. You got to check him out. He has a sermon called Pregnant with Purpose. And right now, I'm trying to deliver this baby on December 28th. Okay, you understand? And it's just such an amazing sermon. Shout out to Kenneth Locke II. Tyrese, you got to look him up. He's 33 years old, man, and he has the word so great. Shout out to Kenneth Locke at Evolve, and I can't wait to honor you, sir, on December 28th at our gala. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Love you back, bro.
I love you.
Okay. So
once again, you giving away, you shout out everybody because you just want to give love to everybody. That's what you do. It's about Frank Gatson on this live. We are going to reciprocate. We're going to pour into you. We're going to do what we need to do to make sure that people know that you are a giant. You're selfless. You've always shown up for me. Hit the money sign, $ Frank Gatson on your Cash App. $250 donation. I'm following. Or isupportthemission.org. Love you, Frank.
I want to know how I can post it. So let me know later, okay? How I can put this on my...
No. All you got to do is I'll walk you through it. There's 3 dots.
Do I need to save this some kind of way? Can I save it, or you got to save it for me? I don't understand.
I'm going to save this, and it's going to live on my Instagram,
okay,
on my main page.